Everybody, Rob Anderson, Clean Power Wash, Salisbury, Maryland. See the roof behind me? We're gonna go ahead and take care of soft washing that, cleaning it up real nice and new, so it'll look more like this side instead of how it's all dirty over there. So stay tuned, you'll see the results. Anderson, Clean Power Wash, Salisbury, Maryland. I want to show you some roof cleaning action that we're doing today. So I've already gone ahead, we pulled up, did the video real quick, or pictures of all the property, just so we have a record of any and all stuff that may be damaged or burnt or whatever, or dead. Now I'm going through here and I'm going to take care of bagging the gutters. These particular areas down here, now this is all it had. We just took this off and I'm going to just run a little bit of a section to divert it from there right here into the stones. Beautiful thing about doing that is that it's not going to kill anything. I'll show you back here. They have a long extension there. So, nice thing about that, all we got to do is we're going to bend it just a little bit so that now it's going to go right into the driveway. There's not a whole lot of live stuff back here anyways. Front areas, we are going to bag that, so that way that's taken care of. But yeah, so we've got the water filling up the tank, which again is one of the first things you always want to do. So that's being taken care of because we got to have that water for it. Most of the plants are covered. We're going to start spraying in probably the next 5 minutes once I get these gutters bagged, and have my ground guy will be just watering the plants. So. Alright guys, so this is just bagging the downspout. Depending on the size of the roof, how much is going to go to that particular area, that'll determine how long, how wide. This is 6-inch wide tubing, so plenty of space there for it. And then you can see we've got it up past that first elbow. Sometimes you can go even as high as here if you need be. So Ken's over there just soaping down, watering down everything. I fired up the generator. This is a big old mess here right now, but we basically have our outlet from the booster, or sorry, from the proportioner. It comes into this line here. This is our priming valve. This goes back to our main water feed, so I'll end up putting it like that, so that'll shove water in there to go to it. But I'll only need that for priming it. The way I have this set up too, we just went ahead and hooked this up to it, so normally that's not even there, or not hooked up, especially because of the cold weather. And then I have right here, the other end from the outlet comes out here, goes to this. Now it's just got pressurized because I turned that water line. Yep. Alright, so that's off. We're going to set that inside here. You can use a garden hose for the roof cleaning, guys. You don't have to have special hoses, but what I'm going to do is I've got this adapter. It's going to go to my cam lock, and then you can see right down there, there's the other end of the roof cleaning stuff. So we're going to get this nice and tight. I'm going to hook that up to it. I'm going to start priming the system, and that's pretty much it. I'm using the brass innovative shooter tip on here. I'm being a little careless on my runoff. Thing to do too. Well, we're not doing the house on this, so we'll end up rinsing down this other side of it. We're really just trying to get a half or 50-50 shot with this, how dirty it was. But usually if we put that ladder up, we'll get those first couple shingles about a foot or two up, so that that's completely wet, and that'll actually slow down and catch a lot of that runoff. I'm only running right now on a half or one setting, somewhere between those two, on the proportioner for soap. Again, it's a colder day. I'm not too worried about how this is going to turn out. It's going to work out just fine. So that's got a little bit of runoff there, maybe a cup or two total. Show you what we've got over here. more than I'd like, but considering that that's probably maybe a quart, and I don't think I'm going to even need to treat that area again, I'm happy with that. We've soaked down everything again. And then we'll move these tarps to the back side in just a moment to show you what we've got on this downspout. One thing, so we didn't have a tarp for right here. We could have gone ahead and moved it. What I did though, I had my ground guy basically shooting right at the top of that window as I was spraying over there, and then came around to the side. So anything that did get overspray was immediately shot, caught by that 8 gallon a minute stream, hits against the house, and we're good to go. We'll still rinse down everything as well as far as the house is concerned. And there's all the tiny bit of runoff that we've got from that big section. Again, that one was not that dirty, so we really just needed to get a very, very light and even coat on top of it. So now we're gonna go around and check out back. All right, guys, so this is just so where we did the 50-50 on the back. This is a 4% mix, 1 coat. I see one tiny area. It's always gonna happen that right at those very edges and at the top corners, you're gonna have an issue there. Just have to hit that again. But this is sat for about 20 minutes. Nice good bit of dwell time, and obviously the results are fantastic. I mean, again, you can see just that one area. Other than that, that whole section's good to go. I'm gonna get up through that top area and these little bits of trim and everything else around there. So front's already looking pretty good. Again, this left area we're gonna have to do a second coat on. We knew that from the beginning. One big thing when you're doing these larger areas, notice the spots that you're gonna probably have to retouch. Sometimes it's worth just getting a little bit extra on them. All these edges for these dormers, we're gonna need a little bit more. So I went ahead and got some stuff on there. I feel stupid for missing that one little area, but the rest of that is basically perfect up there. This area over on the right's good. We've got one little area that I may just hit just a little bit on there. And then we also talked to the customer, showed them the back side, which was that 50-50 area. It's a great way to go ahead and get them to really see the difference, see what we've done, and be really excited about the end result. So, thanks. Here's all the settings again. We're at full force for the proportioner. The surfactant is right there basically at 1. And then I've got my bleach mix at 1.25. Again, it's not super cold, it's not super hot. I just want to make this, use as little product as possible. This rear of this roof, so I actually did it the way that I prefer and recommend to do it. Let's go ahead and hit that back, that lower area. So you see, just did a really light coat, very minimal runoff on that. And now I can spray the rest of this without it being able to go over dry shingles, which will allow the material to go really fast, versus when it's wet, it's gonna actually act to disperse that water that's coming down, or that bleach that's coming down, and that worked a lot better. The other big thing, I went ahead and pulled extra hose up here. Always, 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 if you're on a roof, you want to either drape it around something. If there's a chimney, that's great. If not, you can do these vent pipes. Just something so that it takes the weight off of the hose. That way it's not constantly wanting to yank it down off this roof. Or if you don't have anything like that up here, then just put like another 25-50 feet of hose on the other side hanging down there. I did also just respray. You can see how that's a little bit brown there. That just needed just a little bit more mix. It's only been on there for about 30 seconds or so. And I'm gonna hit that one little area up top that I need to get over there. That's pretty much it. This has now been on this side for about a minute or so. Just decided to go ahead and hit this while I was up here. Got that far bit too, so that's gonna start working a little bit more there. Just let it sit. I got obviously this area first. That's why it's already a lot cleaner too, and that's working pretty fast as well. So I'm probably gonna have to hit that little dividing line in between it one more time, but otherwise it's in good shape. And if you're doing a roof too, guys, don't forget to hit the and sorry, I did not cause that damage, but go ahead and make sure that you're soaking down any chimneys. They always need it too. Also ask how much hose should you put on there. That blue hose is basically about 300 feet and all the way around the house back to here. Now I could have gone ahead and pulled it all the way back around, but I want to hit this area up, and I'm still waiting on the back side to just finish working. But that way, once we finish, I'll be able to just drag this blue hose all the way back around, just drag the gun, and it'll be pretty well straight out for me to then hook it back up on here and reel it up. So pretty much it. Second coat's been put on here. That's pretty well done. I might hit just a tiny bit right there, but really all the runoff as it continues to come down the roof is going to hit right there. I am going to take the pressure washer and go ahead and soak down all the siding, wet the windows, and we've got just 2 little areas over here that I got to hit with the roof mix. Folks, let's see the roof all done, nice and clean. We got a little bit of darkness up there. Now what's going to happen is that the runoff from the upper roof will actually take care of that. It's already been sprayed down 3 times, so it's just going to take a little bit more of that runoff to get that last little bit. All right, so the back's done. This little dark spot, guys, that's going to be taken care of with the runoff. I've hit it 3 times. This area is all good to go. We ended up rinsing down the entire house as well as part of the process. So guys, this is more runoff than I really should have. It's probably about a gallon or 2 in there. I'm going to show you how we're going to take this off though. I'm going to take what's right there at the edge, lift that up. So that's all in there. Don't trust the knot or the zip ties too much right there. So I'm going to grab that. That's right there in the middle. It's up to you guys what you want to do with this. If you got a spot to, but that's clearly some nasty looking stuff, or just dump it behind the shed. Once again, guys, this is way more runoff than I should have had. A hot sunny day will help out with a lot of it because it would have evaporated more and acted faster, so I would not have overdone it. But that is too much. But again, here's the big thing to keep in mind though, is that even though I may have used more product than necessary, all of this bleach that could have caused issues and all the dead runoff, which is why it's that nasty color brown, it's all contained. This would have definitely killed that bush with that much there. What I'll end up doing, I'm probably going to just run a little bit of a section of it to just divert it out here. Or actually, sorry, I still have that section that I can put onto it. So that will automatically divert it out towards the grass, away from the bush. So this bag does have a leak in it. Otherwise you could reuse these, but this one has sprung a pretty substantial leak. We're going to just again dump this over here. That's it.